Africa, and welcome to the show Ball in Africa, the African basketball show. I'm your host Silalei, coming to you from the green city in the sun, Nairobi, Kenya, and we'll be taking you on an incredible journey to the far ends of our continent, showing you just how fast basketball is growing in Africa. The second half of the year is always the busiest when it comes to Africa's basketball tournaments, and that really keeps us on our toes right here on Ball in Africa. Now today I have the great honor of coming to you from my hometown, Nairobi, and really I could boast about Nairobi for the rest of the show. I mean, straight out, next 30 minutes. But since we don't have that kind of time, I've asked 2014 Kenya Premier League MVP Ariel Okal to help me show you guys around on this episode's edition of My City, My Game. Ariel Okal.
What's Silalei? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm okay.
It's good to see you.
You too.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I was actually waiting for you. I heard you were coming through to this hood. It's a good thing that you showed up. You come and show these youngins how Nairobi peeps get down.
I'm gonna go suit up and come back. You and I are going one-on-one or one-on-one.
I'm down with it.
In front of the cameras.
I'm down with it.
Yo,
What's up?
See, I'm representing Kenya
representing
1.
Kenya.
You forget it. Don't you forget it. But first, you tell me about this court, man.
Yeah, it was built by the giant of Africa, Masai Ujiri. Thanks to him now, these kids can have a place where they can come and ball.
Now, Okal, I told you I wanted to play one-on-one against you, but yeah, that's not going to happen. I saw you dunking, you know. So we level the playing field.
Yeah?
You're a forward, I'm a forward. Let's step outside the comfort zone and make this a three-point competition.
I'm
First
a little...
1 to 5.
Let's go. Break.
Iyo. I went in. Was it confirmed?
2-2.
Current shot.
Steph hoops.
Iyo.
It's about to go down. Another break. Yeah.
Yo, it's been fun. Let me get changed and we can head out.
Okay. So we're gonna take one of these matatus and I take you to the joint where we actually hang out and eat lunch.
And you know, I think matatus are one of the coolest elements of Nairobi culture.
Actually, they are so colorful. As you can see, they have graffiti on, basketball superstars.
Yeah, they have themes like
Kobe,
basketball themes, football themes, like musicians, hip-hop artists.
Hip-hop artists. Ladies first. Ladies.
Thank you very much.
This one was designed for the youth.
Yeah, it was, by the way.
Yeah, these were designed for the
And
youth.
if you look around, you will find a lot of old people.
And actually, they also have free Wi-Fi too.
I don't know.
So if you want to update your apps,
Yeah, you know?
you log in into the
I don't know. Do you have your phone?
Wi-Fi.
Let's take a selfie. Let's take a selfie.
This is our stage.
All right.
It's time we get up.
Bumpy ride, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna go down there
Uh-huh.
to one of my favorite restaurants. Phew.
So you're a regular here.
Yeah, I'm a regular. I already know what I'm going to eat.
Okay. So.
But I told you should try the juice. Bring rice and beef and chapati.
Me, chapati and beef. And then you said the cocktail juice.
The
is-
juice. This is what I was waiting for. It's like the grand finale. From here, I'm going to show you where I get my merchandise,
Okay.
accessories, cakes and stuff. This is Gikomba. This is like the footwork of Kenyan basketball.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I played with this in Oman.
Really? How do you find them?
They're comfortable, they're light.
Super light, not just light, super light.
You can get back to
That's it.
town.
Okay, no
Yeah?
problem.
Carl, thanks for hooking me up with shoes, man.
Oh, you're welcome. At least now you'll stop wearing these.
Hateration. Carl,
Yeah,
I think we've shown Africa a good time, right?
definitely.
I mean, our city is hot.
Our city is dope, our city is hot.
Well, I really appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
I'll let you head home because it's getting kind of dark.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You take care.
You too.
I'll catch you later.
All right.
Alright. Ball in Africa, that's what's up. My city, my game, Nairobi style. Time for a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Ball in Africa. It's the 37th edition of the Kecoso Games in Nakuru, Kenya, a tournament that brings teams from the transportation, communications, and parastatal sectors in Kenya. For our game of the week, we bring you the ladies' finals of that tournament.
We see the Posta team. All of us, we are in the national team. All of us are the call-ups of the national team of the Kenya basketball. It won't be hard for us to play because we'll bring all our talents together and see what will work out for us.
I don't think they have anything special. You know, they are not a team. That is just a collection of different players from different teams. And the difference between them and us is that us, we train together. This is the team that you normally have in the Premier League. So I actually think we have an upper hand because we know each other well.
For us, we really need the extra reason to come out and play because we are defending. It's not enough just to come and play. So the motivation for us is to try and retain what we won last year.
We are like 7 players who were there last year. We just added a few who we know will add something to us this year. And 4 of them are ex-KPA and they have joined us this year. The KPA team, they have taken 3 players from Uganda. So we know it's going to be a tough match, but we have to step it up.
Yeah, my biggest undoing as KPA ladies basketball team usually is all about height and size. So this time I went for the height and size. So I believe my big men, my post players, my center players will do us a great job.
It's a tale of 2 titans as far as Kecoso teams go. KPA, already stacked, have raised their level and even higher with some big exports from Uganda. And Posta, not to be left behind, bringing some big names of their own. That's the tip-off, and the game of the tournament is underway. Let's call Posta what they are, an all-star team, really. With a wealth of experience under their belts, and they draw first blood, Kenya one-star point guard Samba Mjomba drains the 3 to get things going. KPA are the 2015 runners-up of the Kenya Premier League and they are looking to go to their bigs in this matchup as Purity fires a pass to number 15, Felma Sadiambo, who can't connect but wrestles back the rebound and manages to put it back up. It's Posta who owned the first quarter, however, thrashing KPA 18-9 points with every intention of maintaining that lead. And there are the Mosca ladies enjoying the game despite a tough loss to Posta early in the week. Number 7, Purity Adiambo, with the baseline drive, arguably one of the best post players in East Africa right now. She currently plays for Uganda Christian University in Kampala. KPA will be looking to her a lot in today's matchup, but on the other end, where is the defense? Posta continue their onslaught as number 11, Lina Atieno, sinks the baseline J. Talk about Kenyan talent. Atieno has attracted international attention with offers from Nigeria and the US to play club basketball. Halftime has Posta at 39 points to KPA's 27 as they fight to dig themselves out of their poor offensive run in the first quarter.
At the start of this game, I think we were a bit tensed and everything, so that was a very bad start from the KPA side, and Posta just came in, hustled hard.
Number 15, Sarah Chan, with the turnaround J, and you've got to admire her athleticism. She was the top scorer of this game with 24 points, and truly is the strongest new signing with Posta in this year's games. Odhiambo being contained by Chan, and she'll pass it to the top of the key to number 11, Vilma Owino, another household name in Uganda's basketball scene. KP are gaining ground slowly and surely, but Atieno hitting her second win and dominating in the low post. A great spin move against her defender, and again from her sweet spot for the 2. Fourth quarter sees KPA warming their way back into this game. What a no-look pass from Chan to Hilda with a beautiful turnaround J, and she'll get to go to the line. The chemistry in Posta is clear, and despite a good run at the end of the fourth, KPA just can't get ahead. Posta defends their title with poise and efficiency, 72 to KPA 66 points.
Coming into the game, I knew I was going to have a great week because of the teammates that I have. Everybody is a star where they came from. So I knew that it's not going to be stress on just one person. So I just knew we were going to have a blast. Just knowing that everybody's going to do their job. I was doing my job too.
That's all for this week's Game of the Week. Let's join Coach Abel for today's lesson.
Hello, I'm Coach Abel, once again here on Ball in Africa. You are now watching Step Up. It's your basketball tutorial and basketball fundamentals, guidelines, and how to make you a better basketball player. Today we're going to be looking at footwork. Footwork is an essential component of basketball game because it helps you be able to move on offense and on defense. If you want to slide and catch up with that quick offensive player, or if you want to beat by a very quick defensive player, you need to have the proper footwork. We're going to look at a series of drills that you can do either at home or on the basketball court with your friends. It does not require so much equipment, and I'll also talk to you about some of the ones that do need equipment. Once again today, we're going to have the help of international player Lynette Atieno to help us go through these footwork drills. Right now I'm going to show you a basic pattern which is a very complete footwork and agility drill. You might start off slowly doing this drill, but as you get better, you have to get faster and faster because the essential of footwork and agility is how fast you can actually move. So when you look at the floor here where Lynette is, this pattern, this 2-1-2 pattern, was come about with Lynette at a comfortable distance, a bit wider than her shoulders, one step forward where she came, that's the second mark in the middle, and then another step forward, which is at the same distance. So when you do this, it's based on your size. The cones I've placed here, if you don't have cones, you can draw an X at each and every spot to do it properly. So here in the first sequence, Lynette is going to basically be hopping, alternating between 2 feet and 1 foot, because basketball skills require us to be able to move from 1 foot to 2 feet and alternating that. So Lynette in the first sequence is going to move, and at each time, she'll change feet when she's doing the drill, okay? So you have to work on both feet, playing with your left foot, playing with your right foot. In the second sequence, she'll turn every time she gets to the bottom, okay? So let's go, Lynette. She goes, she turns. It's all different basketball skills, and she changes directions of her turn at all times. Because with this, you can do different moves, because the ball comes different ways, and I'll show you that sequence later on. The last one, she has both feet together, and she still jumps in the same pattern around the 5 spots, which is just to improve. All this is to improve your agility, your ability to move in different directions on the basketball court at all times. All these little drills I've shown you will help you have better footwork. Quick feet, do nice crossovers, look nice on the court, because it's essential. And the better you get at this, the faster you have to go. Because again, footwork is speed. If you can move fast, it's harder to get you. It's harder to catch you. You gotta have light feet like a dancer. That's very, very essential, okay? And it's a wrap for today's show on footwork and agility. I hope that all these drills that I've shown you today, you will implement, and they will definitely help you become a better basketball player. Remember, all you need is 30 seconds per day to work on a couple of these drills, and you'll have better feet. You'll be quicker, you'll be much more agile, and you'll be able to replicate some of the moves your favorite NBA superstars do on the court. Back to you, Silalei.
Thank you, Coach Abel, for another great session. Footwork is so important regardless of what position you play. So make sure you hit the court and work on Coach's drills. Time for another quick break, but don't go too far. When we come back, we head to a country that's probably better known for its spectacular sand dunes and skeleton coast than the game of basketball. But with the efforts of Namibia's Basketball Federation to grow the game from the grassroots, that's likely to change. And soon, we'll be right back.
We love basketball. So this is their life.
Basketball has changed my life so much.
I have learned a lot from basketball, not just playing it, but a lot of life's lessons. The sport started a long time ago, 1992, if I'm not mistaken. Quite a few foreigners, Germans and Americans brought the sport or brought interest into the sport into the country. After that, it was mostly the Angolans and so forth that sort of brought the sport or brought more interest into the sport.
Other sports codes receive more recognition and therefore also possibly more funding and so forth. But I honestly think that basketball is on the rise again, and it's our season once again. What's most encouraging for me is the grassroots development. The fact that we've got young kids, young people who are interested in basketball, and you've got organizations and individuals that are focused on bringing basketball to life.
What we do is actually education and basketball, so it's bringing kids together for sports using basketball, but our aim is actually to develop the kids. So we have an education segment and then we have a basketball segment.
Now is the next step for the newer generation to actually be able to have what we did back in the past.
What needs to be exposed is what's happening with basketball artists. You know, it's a hugely successful program because they don't only focus on basketball, but it's a holistic approach, you know, and I think that's a good thing.
If there are stronger development programs for young kids, starting from the age of 12 to 11, they can become very good. So I've actually seen a lot of progress.
There's a lot happening in terms of women's basketball as well. So it's encouraging, And I believe that this will just keep on growing, you know.
The Women's League basketball in Namibia is getting better. I think more support, making it easier for women and girls to come to practice, funding, making the space available for people to practice.
Currently, we have been having programs in the country to encourage the primary school and high school ladies to join, so that by the time they get at the Women's League, it will be better for them and they'll be competitive and they'll have the basics.
They should build basketball centers in all regions, all over the country, so that the sport doesn't only grow in Windhoek, but also grow anywhere else in the country.
I believe that we're heading the right direction. I think we're also getting the right people to move basketball forward in Namibia. So, of course, it will not take 2-3 years. It will take quite a while, but I believe that basketball in Namibia will grow and we will get recognized in Africa and also hopefully internationally.
I would like to, in the next 5 years, see this country, for instance, compete for the African Championships, and then after that compete for the Olympic qualifiers.
We can export players to those leagues where they can compete at a world level. We can do that. My dream would be if one of these kids that we see around here one day could compete in the NBA.
Giving up is not an option. So we have to keep bouncing the ball. So we're gonna get better. And once we get better, we're gonna reach our target.
It is rare on this continent to see girls targeted for early childhood development when it comes to basketball. So shout out to Namibia's Basketball Federation for showing the rest of Africa the way forward. Now next week on Ball in Africa, we take you to the bright lights of Uganda's biggest basketball events as we check on how Africa's sporting investors are looking to strike gold. In the meantime, check us out on our social media pages and at www.kwesisports.com. Until then, this is Ball in Africa.